Yo, 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 what up? Welcome back to episode 16 of Two Bros in a Pod, the Thanksgiving episode. How you doing, Wyatt?
Outstanding. So excited for Thanksgiving. How about you, Brennan?
Best holiday of the year, am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Without a doubt. What have you been up to? How are you preparing? Are you fasting until Thanksgiving so you can just eat as much food as possible?
I'm actually trying to eat as much as I can to expand my stomach out a little bit each day. So I'm eating just a little bit more so that I keep continuously getting hungry each day of okay, I can eat a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing.
I was going to say, that was a trick question because if you fast, you're not going to eat more. You're just
No.
If you fast, you're going to eat way less because you're going to eat a couple things. You're going to feel super full. So good one. Good one.
Yes.
That's the right course of action. So are you going to Texas for Thanksgiving?
I am. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Heading there Wednesday, and then we'll be there through the weekend. So it'll be a good break.
Nice.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
I think we are. Julia has to work the morning. She'll get out kind of mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we'll be able to go to our roommates' parents' house. They live about 35-40 minutes away, and they're cooking a meal.
Okay.
So mooching.
That's perfect.
I love it.
Mooching. Are you guys going to make anything to bring?
Haven't thought about that, but that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Probably shouldn't show up some ramen noodles.
Yeah. I can make some good mac and cheese now. Some homemade
good mac
and cheese. So that's a good side dish.
With some breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
Some breadcrumbs on top?
Oh, yeah. Gourmet.
Come at me.
I'm a chef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm always scared. All I watch is Gordon Ramsay videos on Instagram. That's my whole feed, and it's him reacting to people making stuff. That's my worst fear is he gets a video of me cooking something and he just calls me a freaking idiot sandwich, Come the next sandwich. Gordon Ramsay meme.
That's it. Yeah. Nah, you'd be all right.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. All I got under my belt right now is mac and cheese, so got to work on that.
Yeah.
What else have you been up to?
Let's see. I kind of circling back around from previous episodes on kind of the working out and being healthy stuff. This past week I started creatine again, so that's been fun. Very interesting. Having to drink a lot of water, so I'll keep you updated on how that goes as we continue on. But I haven't done it since I was in college, back in 2016, and I liked how I felt then. So I was like, well, maybe I'll try it again. So we're doing it.
Yeah, I also did that back in college, but haven't done it since. I remember I used to just I was so lazy, I didn't want to mix it up in a drink or anything. I'd just take the scoop and just chuck it in my mouth and get a gulp of water, throw it back.
Gross.
It's flavorless, I mean...
Yeah, I figured that. I know a lot of people like the unflavored, but I absolutely hate it. So I got the one. It's like strawberry lemonade. So it's good. It tastes good, and it dissolves. It doesn't stay on the bottom of the the cup when you're shaking it. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. What is the benefit of it? I know. I mean, everybody seemed to use it, but what I guess is the main benefit of using it?
Yeah, basically kind of just to look big. That's the biggest jacked. Benefit. Yeah.
Look moist.
Because it's fills the partial tears in your muscle and and then you drink water and it fills those tears with all the water you drink. It kind of like almost dehydrates it and then packs your muscles in with the water you intake. So you drink a lot of water, you look a little bigger. So that's kind of the thing with it.
Yeah, I've heard that. And then like as soon as you stop, you kind of lose that water weight or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now I've been sticking with the basic protein shakes. Julia works for Arbonne, so I've been using their stuff, and their stuff's actually really good. It's pea protein, it's not whey protein. I don't know the benefits or whatever. She knows all that stuff. I was like, sure, I'll try it. You want me to use it? I'll do it. But they have some good flavors. Got mint chocolate chip. They have a coffee one, but it tastes like a malt to me. I don't know. Chocolate. Some really weird ones too, like banana pancake and messed
Really?
up. Yeah, but that's all I've been doing. I don't know. I've been starting to have more of them. I used to only just do one a day, but I don't feel like I'm getting enough protein throughout the day. So now I'm one in the morning, one at night, or after my workout or whatever. So yeah. But what about you? Have you been
I feel like
staying pretty consistent?
It's been a little bit of a rough struggle during this fall, like football season and whatnot. So it hasn't been as consistent as I was going into the fall and like throughout the whole spring and summer last year. So I think that's kind of another reason of like doing the creatine now is just kind of, keeping the consistency back and getting back in there on a consistent basis. So just kind of, I don't know, trying to do a little bit better job of just kind of getting in there and making sure I get it done. So not that I've done cold turkey or whatnot and working out, but just wanting to kind of make sure I get in there.
Yeah. There's some truth behind that too. Like when you start taking supplements and doing the protein shakes, that you end up working out more just because it goes with it, helps you get on the right track. So yeah, that's why I try to do it too. But that V-Shred program that I started a few months back? Yeah. I have I literally have like 3 days left of it. But
really?
Yeah. But it started off great. Those first like 3 weeks, I didn't miss a single day. Doing great. And then all of a sudden, we had so many trips. We went back to Wisconsin like twice. We had people visit, and that just threw a wrench into the whole workout. So the last month and a half have been very inconsistent. I've still gotten like pretty good workouts in, but I feel like with this specific program, with any kind of workout program, you need to be consistent. You need to stay on track with it. So I have not gotten like the results that I wanted. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah. The traveling like that, I think we've talked about it before in our episodes in the past, but it's like the traveling is great and going back home's awesome and whatnot. But like, getting back into like that consistent routine when coming back or going to and trying to keep that routine when you're home, that's tough.
Yeah. It's so
tough.
hard. I mean, Corey and Dan, when they came to visit and they brought me 2 48 packs of Sundrop when I was trying not to drink any soda. It was very thoughtful of them because there's no Sundrop down here and I do love it. But that really sucked. I finally just got all of those out of the house literally yesterday. Julia's been helping me. Like, I was like, Julia, you got to drink some of the Sundrop. But we finally got all those out of there. So maybe I can start trying to do less soda again, getting back, being more disciplined. But yeah, it's a struggle. I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast. He had on The Rock, and they worked out together and stuff. And Joe Rogan's always talking about he does the cold plunge. He has a cold tub. and
Yes.
it's set to like 33 degrees, so like 1 degree above freezing. So there's huge like chunks of ice in this thing. It's freezing, and he said he starts every morning getting in there, and he sits in there for 3 minutes. Have you ever done anything like that?
I haven't, but I've really wanted to. Like the extreme hot or the extreme
Yes.
cold, like I've wanted to do that so bad.
Yeah, that's what he does. He goes from there and he goes into the sauna. So I've always wanted to do that too. I've never done it, but yeah, he said like it's after you get out of that cold tub, it's almost like a hallucinogenic experience. He said like this is the closest you'll ever feel to taking drugs and being on like a and hallucinating and stuff. It's the closest you'll ever feel without having to do any drugs. He said you feel amazing after you get out of that cold tub.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's called Limitless with Chris Hemsworth on like Disney Plus or whatever.
Okay.
He does that in one of his episodes there. Like the series is like 6 or 8 episodes or whatnot. It's really fascinating, all the stuff that he does and encounters through it. But one of the episodes is like the extreme hot and the extreme cold temperatures. So he does like the polar plunge, and then he does I don't know if it's necessarily like a sauna, but something similar to that's like extreme hot temperatures, but it's supposed to be either way of whatever you want to do. It's supposed to be really beneficial for your body.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's all about like with the cold tub, he said whenever he has new people do it, most of them can't last the first minute. And he said the first minute's definitely the hardest because you get in there and everything in your body is screaming at you, get out. But as soon as you get past that first minute, then you're able to get through it. But it's just like a totally mind over matter type of thing. But everybody that I've heard that says they've done a cold plunge loves it and they swear by it. So I've always wanted to do that because I feel like with like all the injuries I've had growing up, I feel like that would be great for all those sorts of pain and inflammation and stuff. But
I used to do the like in the shower, so like just taking a hot shower and then like the last 30 seconds just turning it to cold and seeing how long I could last in there. That actually felt really good too. Like I know it's not a polar plunge, but like it was pretty neat like how I felt afterwards. I don't know why I'm not doing it still, but
yeah. Shout out to Gus. He said he does that too. He said in the morning he'll get in a cold shower. Ooh.
Yep.
Never tried. I hate that. I hate that feeling like when you get up in the morning, you're freezing in general. And you have to get in the shower.
Yeah.
You try and like for me, I have to turn the shower on without it hitting my body. Quickly move my arm out of the way. Oh God. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
So that's gonna take
that's why you gotta take you gotta take the warm shower and whatnot when you're there, but like when you know it's time to get out, you just turn the cold water on, see how long you last. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, definitely gonna have to try and do that. But let's see. So let's take a quick break, and then we're gonna quickly talk about some sports. We had a big fantasy trade that we need to talk about, and then we'll do a quick bit on movies and TV that we're watching, and then after that, it's the Thanksgiving episode. So we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving, giving our top 5 Thanksgiving foods. So take a quick break, and we'll be back with that. All right, so last episode, we briefly talked about the morning show and how we both started it at the exact same time without talking to each other. That stepbrother telepathy. So how far are you? I feel like I might have passed you.
So I finished all of season 1, Wild Ending, and then I think I'm on like episode 2 of season 2, so I haven't gotten very far into the next season just yet.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely passed you. So I finished I finished the first and second season. I believe I'm on like the first or second episode of the third season. So
Okay.
yeah, every night I've been binging it, and I've been just trying to watch it until I get tired. So a couple episodes pass every night. But oh man, I have a hot take. I can't talk about too much because you haven't seen it yet, but
yeah,
I think the first season was great, like really good.
yes.
The second season is okay. I think it definitely goes down a notch from the first season, and then who knows where the third season will take us. But my hot take, it doesn't give anything away for you, but
yeah,
my hot take is Alex Levy, the Jennifer Aniston character. She is, in my opinion, the most annoying TV character of all time. Like, I'm talking Joffrey on Game of Thrones level annoying. Ramsay from Game of Thrones level annoying. I hate her character. She's so freaking annoying in this show. Do you feel the same?
So, to be honest with you, I think kind of on a similar note, in season 1, like the Reese Witherspoon character is up there on most annoying as well.
They're both really annoying.
Like, I don't like that her accent like flips. Like she's trying to be the, like West Virginia gal.
Yeah.
But then like has no accent for like 2 episodes, and then all of a sudden like pops in a y'all or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know about that.
Yeah. And that really changes too in the second season. You've already started that. So you saw that she's blonde now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So first season, she's a brunette and she looks way different. And then season 2, she goes back to blonde. And honestly, she looks beautiful, like flawless. So shout out to her. But yeah, it's 2 very different vibes for her character, season 1 and season 2. But I
don't know. I don't know if the Jennifer Aniston character is the most annoying for me. I feel like she's all right, but yes, I mean there's parts where I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
Let's turn the page here.
It keeps going. The whole first 2 seasons, it's the same thing with her. She's so freaking selfish, and she's always whining and complaining and crying about something, and it never stops.
Yeah.
If anybody else out there has watched this and you feel my pain, let me know, because I feel like I'm the lone wolf out here. Everybody loves Jennifer Aniston, but oh my god, yeah,
like the scene in season 1 where she goes to her daughter's dorm and brings the pizza. I don't know, you remember that one? Just yelling.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
To be fair, I feel like the daughter was a little baby in that situation.
Very.
She's all pissed off because her mom and dad are getting divorced. Like, come on, it's 2023. Everybody gets divorced. Get used to
it. Yeah.
But
you haven't been home. Like, you don't know what's going on. Like,
come on, just chill. But yeah, it does. I do have a little sympathy for her because she's pissed that her mom only cares about her job. So I get that. And that is also part of the thing that annoys me most about Jennifer Aniston's character is everything. All she cares about is her job and her like how people view her, like what everybody else thinks. She's so nervous about all this stuff, and she'll do literally anything to save face, and it's so annoying. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. I really like I think his name's Billy Crudup, the head of news in the first season, and then he becomes CEO in the second season.
Yeah. Chaos is the new cocaine.
Yes.
I love that line.
He's so funny. He's got some great lines and great facial expressions. Like, whenever things are just going crazy on TV, he's like living it up in the back. He's like, oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah. He's loving it.
Yeah. And then Mark Duplass, the guy from The League. Remember that show?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I've seen him in another show that I've watched since then. So that's kind of cool.
Yep.
But I just can't take him seriously because all I think of is him in The League. Like, this dude doesn't care about TV. He's making a fantasy trade in the background. Like,
yeah.
but
exactly.
I liked the first two seasons. The first season I thought was really good. Second season still good, not quite as good as the first season. So you have to let me know what you think. But by next time, I'll probably be finished with season 3. So you're gonna have to do some catching up.
Yeah. To be fair, I slowed down on it a little bit because I started another show. So for all the people out there that like The Boys, I started watching Gen V, and I'm almost done with that. I've got like I think like half an hour of the last episode left. That show is wild.
Yeah. I haven't finished The Boys yet, so I haven't started Gen V, but I saw that came out, and I was like, oh, I got to get back into that.
Yeah, you need to get on it. Where are you at in The Boys?
How many seasons are there? I think I'm in the last season that they came out with. Isn't there only 3 right now? I think
it's 3. Yeah.
I'm somewhere in the middle of that season, I believe. So I'm pretty close.
Okay.
Pretty close to finishing that. But for whatever reason, I just randomly stopped watching. But yeah, anybody who hasn't seen that, that is a very different type of superhero show. Highly recommend it. Especially if you feel the same way about the MCU as I do. Go watch The Boys.
Also based on comic books. It's actually a comic book series, but
yeah,
it's a more realistic approach on superheroes if they were to be real life.
Yeah. Like if you gave an average Joe superheroes and you wanted to see how they would act, it's a good portrayal of that. Not everybody's going to be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's for sure.
A lot. Pretty much everyone that's a superhero, what they call them soups, like just care about the clout. They care about how many fans they have, the followers, the views. They don't care about anything else.
And most of them are just trash human beings.
yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah. Gen V is like more of the superhero side of things, and more of like the younger generation superheroes, because it's like a university setting for them. They've like created this university for superheroes, and I can't remember the full name, but like the abbreviation is God U. And it's like, what the heck? But it's like Godolkin or something like that university. But yeah, it's very interesting. Like there isn't very many non-superheroes in the show. It's really just all about the soups at the university, which is it's interesting.
Gotcha.
But definitely some crossover with the Boys series that will tie, I guess, more into the next season of the Boys. So
yeah, I heard that.
It'll be neat.
Nice. Is that pretty much all you've been up to then for TV and movies?
Yeah. The other thing, watched the new Hunger Games movie that came out. Watched that last night.
Gotcha.
That was really good.
Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yes.
Huh.
It's the background of President Snow and his upbringing and whatnot, and how he kind of turns the way he is in the Hunger Games series. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm supposed to see that tonight with Julia. She is actually making a YouTube video where she is making a reading vlog. She read all the Hunger Games books again, and then read the new Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So that's going to be up hopefully today we'll see. If it's not, it'll be tomorrow. So everybody go check that out. But yeah, I'm gonna go see that movie tonight. I don't think I even finished Hunger Games. Whatever the third movie was, you know how they split it in half? It was a two-parter. I don't think I saw the second part.
Yep.
So,
Really?
yeah, I don't know, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference because this is a prequel anyway, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, it's a longer movie too. It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes, but like I never felt throughout like, oh my gosh, this is a long movie. Like it kept you pretty engaged the whole time. And like in the movie, they have like 3 different parts. So I'm assuming that's the 3 parts of the book.
Gotcha.
That they touch on. And I've heard like from reading and whatnot that they kind of brush over some of this stuff, the more detailed things in the book. But all in all, I never read the book, but the movie's really good.
That's good.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. I just had something I was going to say, but I totally spaced. It'll come to me eventually. Oh, about the runtime. 2 hours, 40 minutes. Yeah, I do think that should be like the maximum. Like you shouldn't go much higher than 2 hours and 40 minutes. But that being said, that's going to be nothing to me because I just went and saw Killers of the Flower Moon, the Martin Scorsese movie, 3.5 hours. It's the new one.
Really?
Yeah, it's the new one with Leo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. Have you seen any of the trailers for that?
Yes. Yeah. It's on Apple, right?
It will be. I don't know if it is yet. It is in Apple Films. Right now it's still in theaters, but it's coming to Apple TV. Yeah.
Okay.
So
it was good?
It was good, but 3.5 hours. And I definitely, during that movie, was like, okay, this is too long. So I just don't get it. I think 2 hours, 45 minutes, that's got to be the max. Like people just, one, I had to pee, but I held it. So I didn't want to miss anything. But 2, it's just like when you're sitting there, you start to feel it. I looked at my phone one time and I realized it had only been 2.5 hours. Or only, I mean, that's still a long time, but that meant I still had an hour left. And I was like, oh my God. So good movie, but just too long.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm okay with a good 3-hour movie. Like, but it's got to depend on what it is. Like Lord of the Rings, like those have to be that long to fit in everything from the books. And they still don't get everything from the books. But anyways. And then like Endgame was good because that was 3 hours, right?
Right at about 3 hours, yeah.
About 3 hours.
So yeah, as long as
I'm okay with a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, I'm normally okay with it too. This one added another half hour to it, so that's just like overkill. Yeah. But as long as it keeps your attention the whole time, then I'm fine with it. But this one, it was good, but it had its slow parts where you could definitely feel it, and it's like, oh my God, this movie's really long. Yeah. But still a good movie. Some crazy stuff was happening back then. Some crazy stuff.
Oh yeah,
it was a good movie. I'd definitely check it out. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've seen lately. I'm gonna finish up the morning show and I'm gonna see that Hunger Games movie tonight. That's pretty much it. But then there's some good stuff coming out because I mean, a lot of good stuff always comes out around the holidays, so I'm excited for that.
Yep, finishing out the year.
You gonna see that Thanksgiving movie?
No. No.
You don't want to see that?
No, I was actually really salty. No, absolutely not. No, I saw that on my Instagram feed, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Yeah. This is way too much. You're ruining one of the best holidays in the history of history, but I won't go into that. The one thing I was at the movies last night, what was insane. So I went to the movie at I think it was a 9:30 showing, right? The movie itself didn't start until 10:10. they had so many freaking trailers, and they didn't even start it until like 9:40, but still like almost, over 20 minutes, half an hour long of previews. And it went from like the Madam Web, like Marvel, to a scary movie, to it's like a new Mark Wahlberg movie with the dog.
Oh yeah, like animated stuff.
Well, it wasn't animated.
Oh,
it was like a race movie with the dog.
Gotcha.
But then they showed like the Disney magic.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why they showed the scary movie in that. But it was freaky.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but it was a stupid ass teddy bear. And it freaked me out. I did not like it. I did not like it at all.
Oh, it wasn't the Five Nights at Freddy's, was it? That movie's already out, so it wouldn't have been that.
No. It was called like Imaginary or something like that. Because it's about imaginary friends.
Oh, good.
It's stupid. Yeah, movie.
The Thanksgiving one is literally like a slasher film. Oh, man. But yeah, I know what you mean. Our movie theater, it says it when you buy the tickets. It says prepare for 20 minutes of previews before the show starts. So, but it always feels a lot longer than 20 minutes. But yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Very.
I still like the movie theater experience. But yeah, see, the Killers of the Flower Moon, 3 hours and 26 minutes, but then you got to add on 20 minutes of previews. You're almost at 4 freaking hours. That's true. It's insane. But
that's true.
Maybe for that one, wait till it comes on Apple TV and then just watch it at home.
Yeah. Smart.
All right. Next, we're going to go to fantasy football and talk about our big trade. So, trade deadline was this week. Our league was kind of active. Everybody's like, or I think Gus brought it up first. He's like, trade deadline, anybody want to make some moves? And I was scouring the teams, tried to get LaFave to do a trade with me. He was not having it.
I did too.
Nope. I was trying to get Austin Eckler from him. That didn't work. And then I look over at Wyatt's team, and I know he has a deep attachment to Josh Allen, his boy, dating his girl, Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
And I said, I got him. Got him right where I want him. So I was looking for a running back. Excuse me. I'm getting choked up because it really hurt to let Josh go, but it had to be done. I was looking for a running back. So you have Travis Etienne, who is doing pretty well. I think he's the number 3 running back or something like that. You have Travis Etienne, and you really want Josh Allen. But I'm not just going to give him away. And I knew you loved him. So I was like, all right, I'll give you Josh Allen and Jalen Waddle. And you give me Travis Etienne and Tyreek Hill. And, ooh, that was intriguing. So we ended up making the trade. And you got very excited because you had a new good QB tandem. And then I'll just let you take it from there.
Yeah, so 2 quarterback league, right? And so I already had a really strong QB, and my second QB was Deshaun Watson, and obviously he's out now. So was kind of looking at kind of figuring out that second option a little bit. I've got a pretty good depth of wide receivers and running backs, so getting rid of Tyreek Hill and swapping him with Waddle, that seemed pretty good idea for me. Running back wise, I got Kamara really late, so losing Etienne, not a big deal with him and Mixon. So getting Josh Allen, I was so excited, especially with my quarterback that I drafted number 1 as well. Not overall, but my number 1 pick. And that lasted all of about a couple hours of the Josh and Joe Burrow show.
Yes.
Because that was my first quarterback. So Joe Burrow's out. I'm glad that we did the trade because now I have Josh Allen to fill in at least the first quarterback.
Yeah.
My third quarterback that I had was Ritter from Atlanta, and he's but
yeah, I think our trade was
terrible.
actually beneficial for both of us, especially now that you lost Burrow. At least you still have Allen, who is the number one QB, number one fantasy player overall. So you still are going to be able to weather the storm, and you have a lot of depth everywhere else. So I thought it was actually a good deal for both of us.
It was like it definitely wasn't like a perfect trade for both of us, but like it wasn't a terrible trade either. Like it was really good for both of us at the same time.
Yeah. So I went from having Josh Allen, so he was a staple in the lineup and like a QB that you can trust to give you a good amount of points every week, to now a little more risky. Like I got Justin Fields and Kyler Murray. So both of them I do not trust at all to stay healthy. And you never know. They're very, especially Fields, he's very boom bust. So we'll see how that goes. But now I'm very happy with my wide receiver depth, and my running back depth got a lot better. So we'll see. It's going to be fun. We have the same record. We're 7-3. We're both one game behind Sarah. Shout out to Julia's sister, Sarah. She's dominating.
She is.
But we're one game behind her. I'm technically in second because I have more points scored than you. And then I believe you're right behind me. So a few more weeks and then playoffs come around. It's the battle of the bros.
That's right.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
That was a good one. But yeah, fantasy football, that reminds me, that kind of leads us into our last topic, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, gonna have a bunch of football on, and I feel like we just need to talk about this. We both love Thanksgiving, so I feel like we gotta explain to people, because there's people out there who are just like, as soon as November 1st hits, it goes straight to Christmas, and they just overlook the best holiday.
No,
I can't have that.
No. You have to put up the Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving. You have to do it. You can't put it up early. If you're doing that, you're doing too much. Okay, we can't overlook Thanksgiving. That is a staple. It's the best one.
Agreed.
It's the best.
Agreed. I feel like this might be stereotypical, but we were having this argument last night, and the guys in the apartment were saying exactly this, like, Christmas does not start till after Thanksgiving. And then the girls were like, no, it's been Christmas since November 1st. I'm drinking my pumpkin spice latte. I'm drinking my hot cocoa. I'm bundled up. We got to put the tree up. We're late. We need to put some lights up. It's like, no. That's not how this works.
Oh, the day after.
Yeah.
Day after Thanksgiving, not the day after Halloween. There's a big difference.
Yes, exactly. Like, Thanksgiving is still very much fall to me. It fits perfectly. Like, the colors associated with Thanksgiving, it's fall colors. It's not Christmas. It's fall.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm very excited about that. What would you say? Thanksgiving, your favorite holiday?
I mean, I do really enjoy Christmas time and just the spending time with family and whatnot over the holidays. But yeah, I do think, I don't know. I feel like both Thanksgiving and Christmas are like 1A, 1B type deal. Like, I really like both of them. Thanksgiving more for the food than it is for the family. Like, so Christmas more for the family than it is food, so it's like that balance.
Yeah, I feel you there. And this is like the best time of year when you're working a regular job, because you get so much time off. the holidays hit. You get Thanksgiving off. A couple weeks later, you got Christmas and then New Year's. It's beautiful. But
Yes,
I would definitely put
but
Thanksgiving.
very thankful for the family.
Yes.
Very thankful for the family.
Yes. I would definitely put Thanksgiving first and Christmas second. Especially now that I live in Florida, like we're not with our family, so we don't get to see them every holiday. And I haven't been able to have a Thanksgiving meal very often in the last 5 years. So that kind of sucks. So it made me appreciate Thanksgiving more. So I think that's why it's number one. Just love the food, love watching football, hanging out. No pressure to give gifts if you don't know what to give people. I think that's the main reason I'm down on Christmas. So
yeah. It's Thanksgiving, like what you said with the fall, like we're overlooking the fall, jumping right into winter stuff. It's like, now we got to enjoy November a little bit too.
Agreed. I mean, it was in Wisconsin just the other day. It was like 60 degrees there. It's not winter.
That's nice.
Yeah. They're still very much in fall. But yeah. All right. So now we're going to do our top 5 Thanksgiving foods list. You got yours? You ready for this?
Oh yeah, I was born ready for the food.
Okay. All right. I'll let you go first. Start with your number 5.
Okay. No honorable mention for me. I just had 5.
I didn't have an honorable mention either.
So okay, perfect. So number 5, the cherry on top of a Thanksgiving meal is always a homemade roll. Any sort of bread, that is the cherry on top. You have the one little circle plate just for the roll itself. Like that's the cherry. That's the perfect bookend of a Thanksgiving meal. I had to put it at number 5. It's a homemade dinner roll.
Stepbrother telepathy, baby. That's my number 5 too. It is. It's just the perfect side.
I didn't even wait.
Yeah, perfect side to add to your Thanksgiving meal. So it had to be on there. And it's not like the greatest side ever, so it can't be higher on the list. It had to be number 5.
No. To be honest, like I don't even like put anything on the bread. Like a lot of people do, like the butter roll and whatnot. It's like, nah, I just like the dinner roll by itself.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what type of roll. But I'm normally a butter guy, or especially with Thanksgiving, you have a plate full of gravy. I'll just take the roll and dip it in the gravy. Ooh, so
put it in the
good.
Gravy. Okay, yeah.
All right, so we're the same on number 5.
All right,
go ahead with your number 4.
Perfect. Number 4 has been a new one for me the past couple years. Did not grow up with it. Well, I grew up with it, but I didn't like it. But now I like it. And that is like sweet potato casserole. But it's got to be like extra sweet. Okay. Because I don't really like the sweet potato. But when you add a lot of brown sugar and stuff like that, it's perfect.
Yeah. I'm a very picky eater, and throughout my life, I've stuck to the basics, especially with Thanksgiving, because I love the basics so much, and you have them once a year, so I stick to the staples, Thanksgiving staples. But
yeah,
everybody I talk to does love sweet potato casserole. I used to give Corey a lot of crap because she would try to sneak in sweet potatoes instead of regular potatoes all the time, and it would piss me off
all the time. All the time.
So yeah, that's a good choice. Like I didn't include it.
Yeah, I don't like the sweet potato fries. Like I don't like really sweet potatoes at all. But when it's in the casserole and it's got all the doctored up stuff in it, it's perfect.
Yeah. So mine is fruit salad. You know what I'm talking about? God, it's so good.
Yep.
So good.
It is.
I don't know what all they put in it, but that's basically my dessert because I'm another hot take. I'm not a huge dessert fan, and I'm not a huge pie person, which is big Thanksgiving staple. But I'll do the fruit salad instead. So that's what I had at number 4.
Mm-hmm. I did not have that on my list, but that is a good one for sure. That is a really good one. Number 3 for me, we talked about it earlier, but the mac and cheese with the breadcrumbs on top. That's number 3.
Thought about putting that in, but I just don't think I have it as often as I have the other stuff. So that's why I left it out. But so good. Can't go wrong with it.
So good. Nope.
All right. So then my number 3, I put stuffing. Staple.
Oh,
don't tell me you forgot stuffing on your Thanksgiving list.
I forgot that,
bro.
I forgot the stuffing. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I forgot the stuffing. I knew I forgot something.
I was gonna say, you came up with your list pretty fast. I was like, dang. But
I did.
You forgot stuffing. That's embarrassing.
Damn it. That is. That's a rookie
That's more
mistake
embarrassing than having High School Musical 3 on your top musicals list.
You had it too.
Yeah, you don't have to say that. You don't have to tell the people
that. It's because of Aunt Patty's sweet potato casserole. That's what it is. That's who I see in Dallas. She's got me hooked on the sweet potato casserole, and I've forgotten about the
blinded
stuffing.
you to the stuffing. Okay.
Yeah, it did.
All right, go ahead with your number 2.
My number 2 is what we're here for. It's the turkey. Turkey is number 2.
Okay. Solid choice. I went with a slightly different order. My number 2.
Okay.
The only reason I put this at number 2 is because you have it more often than just Thanksgiving. So my number 2 is mashed potatoes and gravy. Just can't have.
Yep, I had it off my list.
Yeah, you can't have it. You just can't miss that in a Thanksgiving meal. It has to be there, and I love it so much. But couldn't put it number 1 because you have it more often than just Thanksgiving. You have it all the time. So had to keep it at number 2.
I think that's why I did not have it on my list, because it's like you kind of have
everything,
anything. So yeah, but it does have to be there. Like, you can't have a Thanksgiving meal without the mashed potatoes and the gravy.
And then you said my number 1, so I might as well just say it now. Turkey. It's the Thanksgiving classic, obviously, and if I was ranking things on how much I love them, it would probably be below mashed potatoes and gravy. Yep. But because it's Thanksgiving and you mainly only have it on Thanksgiving, I had to give it the top spot. Sue me.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's valid. The reason I don't have turkey as my number 2 and I have something else as my number 1 is because the number 1 spot is very near and dear to my heart. As one Thanksgiving, my Aunt Mary made this, and it has transcended my taste buds to a whole another level. And now the whole family has the recipe and whatnot, so it's all good. Everyone makes it. It's perfect. It's beautiful. I love it. And that is cheesy potatoes.
Ooh.
I love cheesy potatoes. It is my favorite thing. I don't care when to have it. We can have it for breakfast. We can have it whenever. I don't even care. I love cheesy potatoes. It is my number 1 favorite Thanksgiving food item. I just can't have enough of it. I love it.
Fair enough. So basically you just swapped potatoes out. So you just did a different type of potato. And it was a very fair choice because cheesy potatoes are incredible. So
they are.
You had a great list, but you forgot stuffing. So your list is thrown out the window. Like
it's gone. It's gone. You don't have stuffing.
There's no recovering from that. I'm sorry.
I was even confident. I was confident in saying I don't have an honorable mention. and I didn't mention the stuffing. Come on.
Yeah. So I guess if you
That's
included
terrible.
stuffing in your list, would your dinner rolls move down to honorable mention then?
Nah, I'd probably have mac and cheese as my honorable
Okay,
mention.
so stuffing would just really mess up your list. Just
would slide in.
Okay.
Yeah, it would slide in probably that 3 spot.
That's where I had it.
Yeah.
Just feels right for stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does.
Stuffed right in the middle.
It's perfect. Darn it. I'm mad at myself that I didn't have stuffing. Like, I totally didn't even think about stuffing. And that's like, I mean, when you think about Thanksgiving, it's turkey, stuffing, and mashed potatoes. Like, I think stuffing is like number 2 when you're thinking about
definitely number 2. It's like a lot of people, it's part of the turkey. You put it in the turkey.
It's in there. It is in there.
Really stuff it.
Yeah. Oh man, sorry, family. I've let you down. That's my bad. That's my bad.
That's gonna take a while.
Bumpa, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I let you down. I know stuffing is probably your favorite.
Shout out to you guys for making such incredible Thanksgiving meals all the time too, and that fruit salad.
Yes.
Perfect. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes. Oh man, Thanksgiving's awesome. I love it. I cannot wait. I'm so glad it's Thanksgiving week. Oh,
it doesn't get any better.
Nope, it doesn't.
All right, so let's do a quick recap of our lists, and then we'll get out of here. So, go ahead with your top 5 list that does not include stuffing somehow.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm kicking myself in the face right now. All right. Number 5, homemade dinner rolls. Number 4, sweet potato casserole. Extra, extra, extra sweet. Don't make it unsweet. 3, mac and cheese with the breadcrumbs on top. Number 2, the turkey. Number 1, cheesy potatoes.
All right. And then my top 5 list, I also had the dinner rolls at number 5, Step Bro Telepathy. Number 4, fruit salad. Number 3, stuffing. I don't know how you forgot that one. Number 2, mashed potatoes and gravy. And number 1, turkey. And that's the list. Beautiful stuff. Everybody, thanks for listening. Make sure to follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your pods. Follow us on Instagram. Give us a like, a subscribe. And then leave a comment and tell Wyatt just how badly he messed up by leaving stuffing off his list.
Before we end it, just want to say from Brennan and I, thank y'all very much for tuning in, listening to each and every episode, and being a fan with us through our crazy ride of these 16 episodes in X amount of weeks. I don't even know how long. It's crazy. We've enjoyed doing this together. We really enjoyed your feedback and hearing from you guys. So thank y'all for tuning in and listening to each episode. We appreciate it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. All right. See you later.
Toodles.
Take it easy, Mountain Faith.